Now, I've heard Fox Network cover this morning. Mike, of course, is watching it too. But how bad are things this morning in Atlanta? And why did the mayor say it's not my job, it's not my fault? Why did the governor run from this? Apparently, the buck does not stop on their desk. What's going on? Well, thousands, believe it or not, are still stranded on Atlanta highways after that 2.4 inches of snowfall. Sorry, how much? 2.4 inches of snow, but there's ice involved too. And they don't have the machinery that we have here, and they don't have the salt spreaders. So people have been sleeping on the expressways for days now. And the good news is hundreds of those. Just a couple days, 36 hours. Come on. Well, hundreds of snow-stranded Atlanta students finally got to head home at about 3 in the morning last night. They called out the National Guard. I hate to say that there's 13 deaths blamed for the storm. That's in the southern part of the country. So it's, it took them by surprise. They weren't prepared, and they don't have the equipment ready to handle it. Do we need to send Chipper Jones out again? We might have to. The former Atlanta Brave great, and I think should be a Hall of Famer. I love the way the guy played the game and chewed his tobacco. He went out and rescued one buddy of his on his ATV, we heard. Mm-hmm. Do we need to call out a descendant of General Sherman to go back through Georgia and Atlanta and take care of business? Warm them up a little bit. We might have to. But the finger pointing is well underway of who's to blame for this. Why did they send kids to school on Monday when they knew this was coming? And, I don't know if you saw the pictures, but people took shelter, were seeking shelter in Home Depot, in grocery stores. Chick-fil-A? In Chick-fil-A, anywhere that they could. Any place that was open, 7-Eleven, or they're called Circle K's down there, I believe. So smart of the Chick-fil-A people to make a national story out of this, that they welcomed anybody who needed to get off the road, out of their cars, any of their locations in Atlanta. Hey, come on in, hunker down here. We've got the food, we have the facilities, we have the heat for you. We'll just wait this out. So another good move. They have a pretty good PR department. But it's a real big problem because they don't have a mass transit system like you have in bigger cities. They don't have the L. They don't have the Metro. I mean, They don't have mass transit in Atlanta? No, they have some busing, but not like we have here, where you can take people from the suburbs and bring them to the city. It's not like Chicago or Boston or, of course, not like New York. It's a third world country. That's what you're saying Georgia is? It's the 9th largest city, and they have some, they could grow a little when it comes to that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have all been shocked and saddened by the pictures coming out of Atlanta. Horrified. As they slowly emerge from their frigid blanket of at least 2 inches of snow. For every heartwarming story of Major League Baseball players rescued by retired former teammates on ATVs, there are also countless stories of loss and devastation. One rescuer found the final note from a man to his wife, scribbled on the back of a Diet Mountain Dew wrapper.
Dear Betty Sue, I don't know how long I can brave this frigid wasteland. I had to abandon my car after I was surrounded by an unnavigable blanket of snow that has reached at least an inch or more. I lost control and skidded out of control for at least 3 feet. I took shelter in a nearby Waffle House along with a dozen other stranded motorists. It's gotten so cold that we've been reduced to burning books for warmth, not because we object to their content. Love, Cletus.